Hi, this is Jason. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to remove a transmission on a 2013 Chevy Silverado 2500 6.0 liter. I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible. I'm going to include every single step to get this transmission out. To reinstall it, it's just going to be the opposite steps. So please move that like button, subscribe down below, and if I look funny, I just got back from the dentist. Here we go, let's get into it. So here it is. First thing you want to do is you want to unhook this positive battery cable and the negative battery cable. This truck only has one battery, so we don't get to worry about the other side. After you get these two cables off, transmission dipstick tube, you are going to pull it out and place it on the vehicle. That is it for up here. After that, you just raise the vehicle, and I'll show you what to do down below. So yeah. Okay guys, since we were under the truck, this is going to be a lot of steps right here we have to do to get this exhaust off. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and spray these bolts down with some WD-40. There'll be 3 on this side. There's going to be 3 on this side. 3. There is 2 back here. 1, 2, and this one right here on the truck, that's a clamp. So what you're gonna have to do on this one to get to it is reach actually over the frame right there and undo that nut. Okay, so once we get those nuts off, what we want to do is undo all our O2 sensors. There's going to be one on this side, there's going to be one right here, and there is one more back here. It is right here, right before the clamp. Okay, so let's go ahead and unplug these O2 sensors, get these bolts off right here on each side, get the bolts out of the back right there, and unplug all the O2 sensors, and I'll go on to the next step. Okay, now that I got those bolts off, we need to go back and disconnect the drive line. Make sure you do have the back wheels chalked before you take this drive line off. Please, very important. So let's go back to the drive line. Here's your drive line right here. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. We're going to take these 4 bolts out. I use 11mm wrench, and then we're going to use a pry bar, pry this thing back, and it'll slide back, slide down, and come out. Now you don't have to worry about marking it. They go on either way. You could flip this literally upside down, put it back on. It'll be okay because these drive shafts are balanced by themselves. So let's get these 4 bolts out, get this drive line off, and remember, please chalk your wheels. Also, it'd be a good idea to set the emergency brake, but like I was saying, just put a pry bar right here. You're gonna pry it forward, and the drive line will come down, and you pull that booger out. You come right out. Okay, now that we got that drive line out right there, next thing we're going to do is there's a 15mm bolt up in here. If you do not have wobble sockets, I recommend go buying a cheap pair. Arbor Freight, Snap-on and Matco ones, yeah, they're lifetime warranty, but they're pretty expensive. I think for this 15mm semi-deep socket I paid like 65 bucks. Anyways, there is a 15mm up in here to loosen this transmission mount bolt. Next we're going to loosen 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to loosen all 4 of these. These are 21mm bolts. Then we are going to place a tripod right here and literally jack the transmission up so that way we could get this cross member off of here. So let me get all this nut off, those two, kind of lift the tranny off of this cross member so we could drop this cross member to get the exhaust out. Let me get that done, I'll be right back. Okay, now I do got these 4 bolts off. This was an 18mm nut, not a 15mm. There's a clip right here, you just stick your screwdriver in.
Is this a 2 or 4-wheel drive?
It's 2-wheel drive, man. Yeah, it's gonna be easy. Take that out. When you use a tripod like this, please use a block of wood to span all the way across the transmission pan so you don't cave it in, especially on the newer one when you're putting it in. So what we're going to do is lift this up to get enough clearance right here. We're going to pull our bolts in. And this will drop down. Now we got this drop down right here on the side. These 2 exhausts are being held up by a bracket. So what we'll need to do is right up in here, there's a 13mm nut, and there's also, turn my phone, there's one on top. I like to get the one on top, and then this one, and then there's another bolt behind it which will pull out. So let me get to those, and we'll get this. Okay, there is a 10mm nut right here on the transmission connector. We need to take that bolt out. So I got that bolt out. Let me get this line just out of the way a little bit. Now up here on top, there's a nut right here and a nut in here. I'll go ahead and get those 2 off. One, and here's the second. Alright, now that those 2 are off, there is one more nut right here by the connector that you want to get off. After you get this one off, this whole bracket will come off the exhaust and it'll be ready for removal. So let me get that off and I'll be right back. Alright, zip that bolt off. I'm right here on the side of the tranny, the shield. There's another 10mm bolt right here. This one will have to come out also. The shield will come off, and then right there where I took that middle bolt out, there is another 13mm bolt holding this whole bracket on. So get this bolt off, get that bolt off, this whole stinking thing will slide off. Okay, believe it or not, I think the hardest part of the job was over. Was getting this stinking exhaust hanger bracket off. That's pretty much it. After you get done with that, this exhaust right here is pretty much, you're gonna have have to either strap this muffler pipe back, and this one will come out, and then your next one you will twist on up and down, and it'll end up coming out also. So let me get these two out and I'll move on to the next step. Okay, now I got those exhausts out. It's your clip right here. Blow it out if you can. You're gonna pull this clip back, and this you're gonna wiggle, and then it ends up pushing up to pop loose. Okay, I got that tab pulled back. What we're gonna do is kind of wiggle this thing to get it loose, and then it should slide right up and pull out. There's a connector right here. So moving on to the next step. What we're going to do is get this starter out. On this starter right here, there is, see if I get my flashlight to sit up in here so we can see. Okay, there's a clip right here. You're going to pull the clip down and out, and it'll come back. The 13mm nut on the back of this goes to the positive. Make sure the positive of the battery cable is unplugged. Right here on the side, there is a 10mm bolt holding. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, dropped my flashlight. There is a 10mm bolt holding that son of a gun on, and there's one 13mm bolt there and there. So get that nut off, get those 3 bolts out right there, and then the starter will drop down. Okay guys, now I got all these bolts out. You can pretty much just pull the starter back out of the way, and this is going to give you access to the torque converter bolts, which are right there. There is 3 of these bolts in this flywheel all the way around. So if you can't turn it up here by the balancer to get it turned around, there is a door right here which you could pry off, and right inside here you can use a screwdriver or a pry bar to turn the flywheel to access those bolts right there. So go ahead, and we're going to get all 3 of these torque converter bolts out. So take one out, turn the flywheel, get another one out, turn the flywheel, get another one out. Get those 3 out, and then I'll be on to the next step. Okay, now that those 3 bolts are out, this is the next step. On the driver's side, tranny cooler lines, there's a 13mm bolt here. Take this bolt out, pull the lines back. Right here, you're going to pull this shifter cable off right here. There is 2 40 Torx bolts, so we're going to get this one out, pull this one off, and we're going to pull these 2 out to get this shifter cable off. Let's get those out, and then they'll be on the next step after that one. Okay, now I got all those out. What I like to do with this shifter cables, I just tuck it back into the exhaust for right now. There's another 10mm bolt here for this plastic shield. There's another one here holding on the fuel lines. You get those 2 bolts out right here. Get those loose. Get this shield off. And then I'll show you the next bolts we need to get off. Okay, now that you got those bolts out, right there, there's a 13 millimeter nut holding your dipstick tube down. On top, there is usually, right here on that bolt, there's usually a 13 millimeter nut on there. And over here, there is one on your fuel lines. And it is right behind this. Let me see if I can get a good picture for you. It is right there. So on this one, I'm going to get that 13 millimeter nut off. And the one over here for the dipstick tube. Get those two nuts off, and then next step. Okay, got those off. Next step, you're going to push this transmission tube up. There's going to be 15 millimeter bolts. 1, 2, 3, one on the very top, one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right here. There's going to be 8 in total. Also, the reason why we pulled this 10 mil out on that 13, pull these lines back and move them up to access that bolt right there in the transmission. So get those 8 bolts out, and then we'll be ready to separate this transmission from the engine. Alright, now that all those are out, we could just take our pry bar, kind of put it in here, and start separating the engine from the transmission. After we get all that out of the way, start lowering this thing carefully. Make sure not to hit your lines. And that is pretty much it. That is pretty much a quick video. I hope I wasn't too fast for you. Hopefully I covered all the bases for you on how to remove your transmission. Like I said, wobble sockets will be your friends here if you have them. If you don't have a long extension, just put a couple extensions together. I hope you liked this video. Like I said, thank you for watching. Have a good day.